What's up, Jax? This is Will from The Athletic. Just what do you think is the biggest difference for you this year in the way you're playing on offense compared to what you were doing last year in Alvin's offense? How different is it for you and the shots you're able to get and where you're getting them from?
I mean, yeah, it's different for sure, but man, this year I'm just trying to play more of my role, do what I can. Coach really wants me to focus on my defensive stuff and my rebounding for this year, just so I can grow in that. And then the offense will automatically come normally if we're doing good with defense and stuff like that. This year it's more just trying to just get whatever I can get on offense and focus on the other stuff more.
Hey, Jackson, and it's Andrew from ESPN. What is the biggest difference defensively in what you were asked to do last year compared to what you're asked to do this year?
I mean, last year they were just kind of still teaching me a lot of stuff. I'm still learning. This year I'm one of the big men, so I got to be one of the dedicate a lot and just know where everyone's at and just be in a lot of places.
Hey, Christian Clark here again. Seems like Bi might have even gone up another level early in the season. Shot making has been tough. A lot of assists. Just what has it been like, kind of watching the offense flow through him quite a bit?
Well, it's been awesome. Just watching Bi just operate. He's such a smooth player. So, I mean, we just go with him off what he goes off of and our other guys.
Anybody else? All right. Thanks, Jax.
Awesome. Appreciate it.
Practice right now. How close do you think you are to getting back there in a game?
Muted.
All right, so you get off.
There we go. Now we're ready.
I mean, I've been doing a lot of 3-on-3. We just got done playing 4-on-4. So, I mean, we haven't gotten much live in practice as an entire team. But, the other players that don't, get as many minutes, we've been able to compete and do contact there. And I've been working out throughout the last 4 weeks. So, I mean, I made a lot of improvements and I'm feeling ready. My knee doesn't hurt as much anymore. And I feel like tomorrow, hopefully I'm listed to play or questionable or something like that. It's up to coach, I think, at this point.
So, Wayne, this is Will from The Athletic. So you feel like at this point you'd be ready to play if coach, activated you?
Yeah, I feel like I'll be ready to play. I mean, one thing, I feel like the only thing that's in between me playing right now is my conditioning, I guess. Been doing everything I can to get in shape. But, there's only so many things you can do to get in basketball shape. But in terms of my pain tolerance, I'm at a level where I can play.
Hey, Winion, it's Andrew from ESPN here. What's it been like for you watching? I mean, obviously you come into a situation where you're learning a new system where everybody is, but not being able to get on the floor. What have you kind of done to make sure you stay mentally prepared for getting that playing time?
I mean, I'm here every day. So, I mean, I'm observing. I feel like I'm a good learner. And I see, there's a lot of similarities that different teams do throughout the NBA. So, I mean, I know it's a new system, but it's nothing that's completely foreign. His concepts, he speaks very loud and clear, and he's clear with what he wants from the team and his players. And, a lot of things he'll say over and over again, and we'll see it in film as I'm there in the film sessions, as we're there the side of the games, and we hear the way he talks to different players. And I feel like I understand. I have a good understanding of what's going on here as a team.
Hey, Christian Clark again. The 2 games at Smoothie King Center you guys have played, probably not perfect in either one. The San Antonio game, you guys put up 98 last night. Some defensive issues, but you guys have still been able to find ways to win. Just what is it like watching this team, kind of grind out wins even when it might not have its A game?
Yeah, I mean, it's a long season, so knowing that we have that type of resilience, the way to fight back and hold teams off, or maybe even fight back to get into games, it shows a lot of it says a lot about our character as a team, and it knows that we have different players that will compete, and we know how to they have a lot of poise, as you saw last game, and things that are important to winning games, because a lot of games will be close in the NBA. So knowing that we can finish out close games and things like that is encouraging.
Just after seeing these first 6 games, having a front row seat, just where do you feel like you can fit within Stan's system with your teammates? Just where do you think you can contribute with this group?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they brought me here for a reason. I mean, I don't think I have to do anything differently in terms of the way I play. I'm going to do the things that I do, where I bring the energy. I mean, I can shoot the ball to stretch the floor out, and I can guard multiple positions and bring a lot of energy. So I'm going to do the things that I do and play off of the players that we have here. And we have a ton of playmakers that can create different plays that I can play off of. And I mean, I see a lot of opportunities where I can make plays defensively, and even opportunities where I can get different looks on offense. So I think the way the team is constructed is good for me to step right in, and I feel I can fit in here.
I appreciate it, Winyan.
Thanks, Winyan.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, man. Hey, Stan, Christian Clark with NOLA.com. We just got to talk to Wenyan. He said, conditioning is really the big thing for him right now. Do you anticipate him being available tomorrow? How close is he?
I mean, he's close to being available to us, Christian, but he's a long way off from where he'd get a chance to play. I mean, he's basically missed everything, so the catch-up time would be pretty extensive.
What's up, Coach? This is Will from The Athletic. Just after reviewing the tape and getting to talk to your team, what were some of the main focuses on what y'all had to do to improve the defensive performance from last night?
Yeah, I just think we had some slippage, Will. I mean, we had some slippage in the way we wanted to play situations, the slippage in our positioning defensively. I didn't think our help was very good. To give up 46 points in the paint and 27 free throw attempts and what we gave up in transition wasn't a great night for us on the defensive end of the floor, but we really stepped up in the last 3 minutes of the game defensively. So that was a positive.
Hey, Coach, it's Andrew from ESPN. Just going back and looking at it, 28 free throws in the fourth quarter alone, which was, I think, more than Toronto had in the game. Have you ever been a part of a game where your team has shot that many free throws in a quarter?
I doubt I have. Yeah. I mean, but we were on the attack and they were behind and trying to play very aggressively and reaching and stripping and, on every drive and everything. So, and their defense was spread out and they did a good job getting back in the game, but there's going to be a lot of fouls in those situations.
When you see a team who's being that aggressive and trying to get back, do you just tell your guys just to keep attacking to put the pressure on them?
Well, we want to keep attacking anyway. I mean, that's how we want to play. We want to attack as much as we can. And we got a lot of guys capable of attacking the basket. And it's a big part of who we are, whether we're attacking in transition, which I'd like to see a little bit more of, attacking on pick and rolls, attacking on drives. Eventually would like to, be attacking more on cuts and then, attacking the offensive glass. I mean, attacking the basket is huge for us.
Hey, Coach, this is Ollie with the Bird Rights. A few days ago, you had talked about how the rotations were kind of a work in progress. Do you feel like you've discovered something over these last two games? And has it been kind of a conscious effort to maybe keep Brandon Ingram and Lonzo together and then Zion and Bled also?
For now, yeah, that's sort of how the rotations have worked. I'm not sure that that's necessarily the best long term. It's also a matter of managing minutes, right? So our thought for now is anyway that, that we're going to play Zion in a little bit shorter stretches, so 3 stretches a half basically, and play Brandon 2 stretches a half. And then Bled, we end up doing the same thing with because he's got to come out early to come back in to back up Lonzo. So it just sort of has worked that way. That doesn't mean that that'll be the way it goes all year, because as we go along, we may end up wanting to, play Zion in longer stretches. We may develop more of a true second unit where we don't have to have, or I don't feel like we have to have Brandon or Zion, at least one of them on the floor all the time. So a lot of things could happen. It's so early, and I don't feel like I'm anywhere near resolved on the rotation, Ollie. I really don't.
Hey, Christian Clark again. A couple of Eric's assists in the second half, it seemed like were, him just really keeping the dribble alive. Like it might not have been there, and he kept it alive and kept hunting. Is that helpful when, he's that, I guess, attack minded and kind of keeps going for it and probing?
Yeah, I think the last 2 games we've seen him be on the attack and shoot his open shots and just play good, comfortable Eric Bledsoe offense. I mean, the guy's a 10-year pro. He knows how to play the game. And, it's never easy when you go to a new team, new system, new coach. And, you got all these guys around and some good young talent, and you're trying to fit in and not step on people's toes and sort of find your place. And the last couple of games, he's looked a lot more comfortable.
Coach, I noticed one thing this team, Aaron Hardigan with Fox Sports New Orleans, hello. I noticed one thing this team is much better at this year is making adjustments mid-game, be it at the half, third quarter to fourth quarter. I'm going to go ahead and credit that to the coaching and your regime, but we know it takes, listen, don't be modest. We know it takes both sides, though. So I'm curious to know from your standpoint how receptive this squad has been with your adjustments. And is there a player that's kind of helping you lead this year in that locker room?
Well, first of all, I think we're overstating my adjustments, Aaron. Quite honestly, last night it was basically my adjustment at halftime was let's do what we're supposed to do, which is not an adjustment. It's like we're going to play the way we play. But we do have a lot of leadership. I think JJ has been, obviously a big help in that regard. Steven Adams and Bled, the veteran guys who've been around, I think, talking to our guys. So there's been a lot of that kind of leadership. And then it's just a very receptive, high character group, not just to me and the coaching staff, but to each other. I mean, it's a group that's able to talk to each other and, not be overly sensitive and, correct each other and everything else. I mean, it's a fairly easy group to coach.
What's up, Coach? This is Will again. You brought up JJ. Just what do you think you have to do to kind of get him going offensively? He's had a couple games here where his shot just hasn't gone down. Is it something where, he's not getting the shots he usually gets, or do you think it's just a matter of, just him having to make the shots the way we're used to seeing him make them?
Well, I just don't think we've helped him at all. I mean, it's, put that one on me. We just haven't we haven't put stuff in specifically for him at this point. It goes back to what we talked about the other day. We've spent so much of our time on defense and then getting into a really simple structure. And then obviously what we have built, we're trying to build for, Zion and Brandon. So we just haven't gotten enough stuff in for him to help him and to play to his strengths. So he's just sort of out there on his own right now. JJ's a great player, great shooter, knows how to play, and he's great in movement. And we just have to install more of that stuff and get that stuff in and put him in the situations that he's best at. And I haven't done that to this point. And so he's not playing as well as he can, and it's not his fault. It's mine.
All right. Thank you very much, Coach.
All right.
Thank you.